Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to a get ready with me vlog. So I quite frequently do get asked by you guys like what products I'm using, favourite makeup, skincare, things like that. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a get ready with me, my full makeup routine, everything like that. I'll let you know my favourites, and you guys have also sent in some questions, so we'll have a bit of a chit chat. I'll answer your questions and hope you enjoy this video. Please do be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and if you do enjoy this vlog then do be sure to give it a big thumbs up, as it really helps to grow the channel as well. Let's crack on. I need to get ready. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop on my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, which that is something you guys have asked about quite a lot. Is it worth it? I was very kindly gifted this at the event recently, and it is the new Disney collection, so you can see Tinkerbell on there. It is beautiful. The pot is just stunning. It's so hydrating. It's like I've been using it for the last week or so. Yeah, it's just lovely. It has SPF in, I believe, as well, which is essential, and I like it a lot. It is quite expensive, but guys, this is my skin with nothing on at all right now, and I feel like it's doing quite well. I'm a little bit red because I've just come out of the shower and I had it on really hot. I don't know why I did that before I filmed the video, but yeah, I feel like my skin is benefiting from this cream, and I would definitely purchase this. I mean, it's amazing. It's got the most wonderful reviews. Everybody loves it, and yeah, I'm now a big fan as well. The second cream I'm going to use is the Clinique Pep Start, and this is just to like liven up the eyes. It's got vitamin C in it, I believe, and it just makes my eyes look a bit more awake. Not that they're too bad today, but especially in Florida after the long park days, that has just gone in my eyeball. Oh my god. Yeah, after the long park days it can just revitalize the eyes a little bit, and that is always good. So I obviously need to get this turby off because I can't sit and speak to you guys like this for 20 minutes. So the things I use in my hair is this Philip Kingsley elasticizer or elastistyler. The elasticizer comes in a pot, and that is like a conditioning mask that you put on. That's incredible. I would highly recommend that. You guys have actually, a few of you asked me like what do I do for my hair and to help my hair grow, because I did put something out on questions the other day about like getting my hair in a better condition, and a lot of people said try biotin. So I've got some vitamins actually. I think, is this them? Yeah, biotin, zinc and selenium. Been taking these for a week, so I couldn't tell you if they work or not yet, but we'll see. I've read online that biotin's quite good as well. But yeah, I use this 5-in-1 treatment, Philip Kingsley. All their products are really good, to be fair, whatever I've used of theirs. And then obviously just a heat protector. But I'm having a lot of trouble with my hair recently, guys, in that it grows, obviously, because I probably had my roots done a week and a half ago and they're already visible. So it's growing, but it then just gets to a certain length, and whether it snaps or just, I don't know what happens, but I can't seem to get it past a certain length, and it's so annoying because I would love lovely long hair. Yeah, always use a heat protector as well. This is just a VO5, nothing special one, but we'll spritz that in there. Something else I've been careful of is using a wet brush when my hair's wet, obviously. Can't find mine, so I'm using Paisley's recently, but I do need to get myself a new wet brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go straight in with makeup now, and I always do eyes first. One, because I get mascara everywhere, so then can't be bothered with like redoing the foundation-y bits that I've rubbed off, and two, because it's given the creams a chance to like settle in a bit and dry off a little bit. But always like to do that first. My eyebrows are microbladed on, so I don't usually do an awful lot to them, but I do usually go in with a pencil just to get any bits that need a little bit of enhancement, and then to get them to stay in place I use the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brow, which is just like a liquid on a little brush that you just position them with. So I don't do a lot to my eyebrows at all, which is handy. Guys, I apologise for the extreme close-ups that you're going to get throughout this vlog of my big face, because I've got the mirror right up by the camera, but I don't really see how else I can do this. I've got such an amateur setup, it's ridiculous. So that's literally all I do with the brow. And this one, I've just had a look at the questions that you guys have sent. A lot of them are about the upcoming Florida trip. So some of you guys asked, was I anxious or nervous about going alone? Because I've said before on the channel, if you're new here, or if you haven't seen that vlog, it is a solo trip. I'm going on my own. I do have friends out there at the same time, so I won't be solo for much of it at all, to be honest. But yeah, I do get quite anxious, especially about the flying part. I know once I'm there I'll be absolutely fine, and it is purely just the aeroplane on my own, like, and sitting next to a stranger and all that stuff. But needs must, you know. Rob is Floridaed out, he didn't want to come. Not really got friends that are into it, or friends that are in a position to go on like just a girls holiday right now to Florida. Like, it's quite a big thing to go to Florida, and I'm sure people would rather go away with their families. Paisley's too young to come on this trip because it's mainly for Halloween Horror Nights, which she can't come to yet. Cannot wait till I can take her to that, because I think she'll love it when she's a bit older. And with it being like 4 days as well, it wouldn't really be fair for her jet lag wise and stuff. So yeah, needs must, and I know I'll be okay, and I'll get through any nervousness or any anxiety, and I'll have a lovely, lovely time. That's my brows done. Obviously my eyelashes have extensions on, so I usually would just brush those through and then put a bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. Yeah, so that's just like neatened them up. And then I'll put some mascara on the bottom lashes, and I use Maybelline New York what? Those used to be called falsies, but this says like falsy wimpern. Do not know what that means, but anyway, this is a brand new one. I had to just grab a new one because mine was running out, and it goes kind of like flaky, and I hate that. So grabbed a new one in the supermarket the other day. And mascara is actually the one thing I just like the high street brands for. Like my foundation and bronzers and stuff, I do not mind paying a bit more for, but mascara, I find these equally as good, and I have had the expensive ones, and to be fair, sometimes these like Maybelline ones are actually better. So I've been sticking with this kind of like high street one for years now. Lashes done. I've just realised, guys, I actually picked up waterproof by accident, and I really despise waterproof mascara because when you get it like under your eyelid, it's a mare to get it off. I really do not appreciate that one bit. But yeah, they're done, and they come out quite well today. Lashes were not lashing. First of all, I was thinking this is not a good lash day, but we've rectified the situation. We're good. Yeah, so another one of your questions, guys, was where am I staying and what recommendations do I have in terms of Universal Studios Florida Resort, that's a mouthful, hotels. I'm staying at Aventura, and guys, to be honest, the Universal hotels are so modern, so clean, so fresh, so like reasonably priced as well, that I would recommend them all day long. Budget wise, I've not stayed there, but Dockside and Surfside look fantastic. I know that Aventura and Cabana Bay are wonderful. Of the two, I actually prefer Aventura for an adults trip, Cabana Bay if it's a family trip, but for Halloween Horror Nights and for like just me, so excited to be at Aventura. It's so small and compact. The buses are so frequent, whereas Cabana Bay is a bit bigger and busier, and there's a lot more families. Like, the buses are equally as frequent, but they fill up a lot quicker as well. So yeah, Aventura. And you guys also asked like what I'm most excited for about Halloween Horror Nights, and generally it's the fact that there's an icon this year, Dr. Oddfellow, and he's an original character. He's brand new. He sounds amazing. The scare zones, like the Zodiac, the Jungle, the Shipping Yard one, I'm not using the technical names because I'm not looking them up right now, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, it looks insane. The houses look good as well. I'm more excited for the original houses than the IP houses, especially the Yeti one. Really excited to see what that's all about, because last time they did it, it was fantastic and I loved it. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and do like face makeup now, and I always start with the Yves Saint Laurent, I can't say this, Touche Eclat. It's like probably like Touche Eclat, but yeah, you guys know. I think it was actually the most like high selling item of makeup or like beauty product that sold every year. Like, there's so many of them sold every minute, it's insane, but it's really good for like brightening up the under eyes and getting rid of those bags and stuff. So yeah, I just put it on under my eyes. I use a finger, which probably shouldn't, but I'm not an expert, guys. Like, I'm not claiming I'm a makeup expert or anything like that. I just do what I do my own way, and these are my favourite products. So please don't sit there and think, why is she doing a makeup video when she's putting on makeup with her fingers? Because I can't answer that. I don't know the answer basically. Yeah, that's really, really good. And then I go in with a concealer. Similarly to mascara, I don't pay out for concealer because I feel like they all do the same thing. Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer. And I put some of that here. I put some here. And then just on like any blemishes that I have as well, which I'm actually not having too much problems with at the moment because the Magic Cream is amazing. So that's like my base done, and then I'm going to go in with foundation next. Clinique Even Better Makeup SPF 15 Evens and Corrects. I think it's called anti-blemish on the actual box. That's always what I Google when I go to buy it. Clinique anti-blemish, and I've got that in CN20, which is shade Fair. I've been using this for years and I really, really like it. I actually find it quite light and it just applies really easily, keeps on really easily, like it's long lasting and it's lovely. So yeah, I'm going to pop this on. A few of you guys asked as well this time, randomly, because there's a couple of questions and it's actually been a while since I've been asked about DVC, but a few of you asked me about DVC and did I miss it? Do I regret not having it anymore? And things along those lines. And honestly, I don't miss it. Like, it was excellent and it was fun while it lasted, and I've stayed at like 99% of the luxury hotels, the deluxes at Walt Disney World. But do I need to stay at them again? No, I don't. And realistically, it was a lot of money every month, and as the annual dues were due every January as well, realistically, would I be dipping my hand in my pocket to stay at a deluxe when we're the kind of family that is very park focused? So we're out the door at 8 o'clock in the morning and we're not getting back till 8, 9, 10 at night. So we don't utilise the resorts that much, and I'm more than happy with the value Disney resorts and the Universal resorts. And I'd even stay off site. Like, I've been looking lately, you can get some cracking deals for like Rosen Inn and the Lake Buena Vista ones. So yeah, I don't regret it. I was very lucky to have it, but don't miss it, don't think about it, wouldn't buy it again. Guys, what's your favourite resort at Disney World? If I had to tell you my fave, I would go... I'm going to sound like a massive hypocrite now because I've just said I don't need to stay at the deluxes, I don't need this, don't need that. But the best resort I've stayed at Walt Disney World is the Polynesian. Because of the theming and everything like that, it's just beautiful. It's absolutely stunning and I love staying there. It was Pacey's first ever resort as well, which makes it quite special. My second favourite deluxe would be Saratoga Springs, which is like kind of overlooked. Like, it doesn't get the love it deserves, but it's lovely. It feels like a little homely village. I've got so much time for that resort. Moderate, I would pick Port Orleans French Quarter because that's delightful. The theming is everything. It's small, it's compact, it's lovely, lovely. Riverside is nice as well, but it's absolutely massive. So that's a downside for me personally. Value, I stayed at All Star Sports and Art of Animation. They're both lovely, absolutely fine. If I could choose now, I probably would go Pop Century because they're all refurbed and they're on the Skyliner. So if you're looking at the value resorts, do consider Pop Century because I think that has probably got the most benefits for staying at the moment. I know they are going through refurbs at all the All Stars as well. Some of them are already done, but they obviously don't have the Skyliner. So if you're going to spend a lot of time at like Epcot and Studios, definitely look into Pop Century. I was asked what is my most favourite and least favourite Disney World theme park. I love them all, obviously, and this probably changes so frequently for me, like almost on the daily, but top notch will always be Magic Kingdom, just because it is absolutely everything. It's stunning, love it, so much magic, so many memories, and like wonderful, love it so much. And my least favourite, until I get there, is always Animal Kingdom. I don't know why, but if I had to pick like one day, which I have recently had to do and did last year twice, Animal Kingdom is never the one that springs to mind. So I'm gonna put that in last place. It's like hotter than the face of the earth in that park always as well. So yeah, but it is amazing. The theme is obviously brilliant. The Imagineering is just insane. So still amazing. I'd go there in a heartbeat, no doubt about it. But if I had to pick a least fave, it's gonna be AK. Right, bronzer, I'm going to use this Too Faced one, and it's really good. It smells like chocolate. I actually bought this because I couldn't find the Dior one that I used to use, and I thought, let's try this. I googled like top bronzers, and this one came up quite a lot. It's actually called Too Faced Milk Chocolate Long Wear Matte bronzer. I like it a lot. I'm going to stick with this now going forward. Ditched the Dior and I'm going to stick with this Too Faced one because I love it. So that's giving me my like overall bronze base. And then I do use the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Glow, I think it's called. Film Star Bronze and Glow, which has got like your bronzer and your highlighter in there as well. This one is expensive. Look at that light there. I've just realised quite how bad the light is in this room as I've got the mirror shining brightly on my face. But yeah, we can live with it. It's okay. I'm not a professional, guys, especially when I do my makeup. Usually I'd be doing it in the bathroom, but I thought better not film a vlog in the bathroom because it's not very nice. But yeah, I would highly, highly, highly recommend this. I've been using it for about 4 years, if not more, and I love it, but it is a bit of a pricey one. So this one just goes like underneath your cheekbone to create like a sculpting effect on the face. Also along the jawline as well. I just literally follow the jawline around either side of the nose and then around like the temples and top of the forehead areas as well. Speaking of expensive as well, I was asked about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which I love and it is so special. Somebody asked me, is it worth it? It is so expensive. I get why, because the parades, the fireworks, the characters, the trick-or-treating, everything, it's wonderful, but they just keep raising the price so much, and that's what puts me off going. Like, it's twice the cost of a night at Halloween Horror Nights, and I know you cannot compare the two, but when you actually think of what goes into the event, Halloween Horror Nights, so much more, so much more. So don't know why Mickey's Not So Scary is so expensive. I think they're quite greedy, to be honest, with that, but it's wonderful. It's a fabulous event. I would do it if you've never done it because it's very special, especially if you've got kids. It's wonderful, but perhaps time it towards like the end of your trip when you're over all the jet lag and everything, and you can stay up late, because the problem that we always had was Pacey would fall asleep like at 7 o'clock and miss all the fun, and we'd be quite tired as well because it does go on until quite late. So that's one tip I would say for the party, but it's one to try. It is special. Right, I'm going to go in my highlighter now. I put it like down the tip of my nose, at the tip, the bridge, I don't know, a little bit on the cupid's bow, and then along the cheekbone as well, which I do need to stop talking for. And then just along as well, so it's kind of like the teeth section, and then some bits there too, but that is gorgeous. And guys, I did say before that I felt so lucky to go to that Charlotte Tilbury event, because as you can see, absolutely love her makeup and I've been using it for a really long time, so it's like a little dream come true moment for me. And another Charlotte Tilbury product is the Bigger Brighter Eyes Filter Eyeshadow. It's like a palette, it's got 4 colours which are all very, very nice, and I tend to use these three, 1, 2, 3. I haven't really used this one yet. It's not really my kind of colour, and I'm not that good at eyeshadow. Like, I don't know how to blend it properly and stuff. I do it quite basically. But this eyeshadow is gorgeous. It stays on really, really well, and it's so like shimmery and sparkly and bright and just everything that I love in an eyeshadow. So I'm going to pop this on. I go in with the dark gold, like around the whole eyelid, and then I put the darker one on the outer side and the lighter one on the inside. Such a professional way of saying that, but I think that's how you're meant to do it, and it always comes out quite well for me. I do find eyeshadow quite difficult when I've got my eyelashes on, which is pretty much all the time, because I don't want to get it like on the eyelashes, and I can't really pull my eye in such a way or close it in such a way that I would like to had I not got eyelashes on. So if I'm doing this quite awkwardly, guys, that's going to be why. The eyeshadow is done. I'll come a little bit closer just to see like if you can see it. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but like I've put some of the lighter just underneath the brows as well. This is awful. I'm giving you a terrible view, but yeah, I like the look. I think it's a really nice eyeshadow and it comes out really well. I'm going to go in with another highlighter just because I like really, really shimmery cheeks, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sugar Glow Kit, which I love so much. One of them is unfortunately a bit smashy because I'm a buffalo and not that careful, but it's wonderful. It's so nice. The highlight comes out so well, so I always just put a tiny little bit on the very top of my cheekbone, and that stays on so good as well. You can see like in the light this side. If you guys asked to plan on taking a Disney cruise, no I don't. We obviously did the UK staycation cruises and it was nice, but what I learned on that cruise is I'm not a cruise kind of gal. I didn't like being at sea, and this one wasn't even properly at sea. It was like bobbing along the side of the UK coast. So I don't know, something felt weird about it for me personally, just knowing I was on the water and I could feel it always. Like a lot of people say, ooh, a lot of people say that you can't feel it, but I knew I could feel it. And I could, like, at night I'd be laying in bed and I'd be thinking I'm in the middle of the sea. I don't like it. So nothing against Disney cruises at all. Like, the entertainment was fantastic, the ship was beautiful, everything about it was stunning, especially the food. The food was insane. But for me, I didn't like being at sea, so I don't think I'll do a cruise probably again, at least not for a long time. Or if Paisley ever wants to do one, would obviously do it for her. But yeah, that was my cruise experience. And I've had some more questions as well about Disneyland Paris. I want to go again before this year is up, but the prices are very high, so I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm looking at it most days, to be honest, but at the moment I need to get this Orlando trip out the way. I'm conscious of spending money because everything's so expensive out there, but hopefully once we get back we can have a little look into Disneyland Paris, because Disneyland Paris at Christmas time is one of my absolute favourites. I've got a decision to make, guys, in terms of blusher, because I usually use just this Dior Backstage colour Rosy Glow. I thought I said Frosty Glow then, but it says Rosy Glow, which makes more sense being pink. And I pop that just like on my apples there. But I have also got the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. I've got the pink one, the gold one, and the Spotlight one it's called, which is like a white silvery kind of colour. I used this the other day and I loved it. It was gorgeous. However, I need to do a bit of practice and watch a few tutorials because I don't think I used it properly. Look how gorgeous that is with Tinkerbell on. It's so nice. And then it's just like a sponge. You can see I've used it there. You put a few dots on, rub it in. Gorgeous, stunning. It stays there all day. It's kind of like a highlighter slash blusher, so it does a bit of both. And because I am actually needing to go out today and don't have time to deal with it if I don't do it correctly, I'm going to stick to what I know today and go in with the traditional blush. But next time when I've got more time, I'm definitely going to use that one because it's gorgeous. Yeah, other than setting powder, which I need to go and get because that's in my handbag, because I have that with me all the time because I have oily skin, so I'm often like topping up my powder. But yeah, that's the makeup done. I'll go and get that powder and I'll do my lips as well. But yeah, I'm going to move away from the Disney and Florida questions and answer some of the other ones as well, because you guys asked a lot of like lifestyle-y and just general day-to-day questions. So I was asked again about children and will I have any more children, etc. The answer is no. I'm one and done. My baby girl is all I'll ever need. My little bestie, she's coming up for 8, and yeah, I just love our family unit as it is currently. Found my powder. Again, it's a Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm not sure of the official name, it doesn't say, but it's just like a standard setting powder, which is really nice. Gosh, my hair's drying very fast sitting here. It's really quite humid today actually. I say that surprised because I shouldn't be because it's the middle of August, but the weather has been quite atrocious lately and wet, windy. Like there was gusts the other day that were just insane, like hurricane winds. So yeah, I'm surprised it's quite warm today. I'm going to just put this setting powder like everywhere just to keep everything nicely in place. As I said, I've got oily skin, so I don't like it when my face goes like shiny. Like I just don't like that, but this does the trick really well. And the last thing I need to do is my lips, and I actually use a bit of a combination for my lips. So I go in first with the Superstay 24-hour colour, shade 611 Creme Caramel, which is like a blush pink. It's kind of the colour of my bedroom wall actually, which is behind the camera. I then put a little bit of Clinique Long Last over the top, which brightens it up, and that's in shade Watermelon. And then I put the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plumper Gloss over the top, because that's like a tingle lip gloss and it makes them plump up a little bit and gives them a really nice shine as well. Not that they need to be plump because they're quite large. Although saying that, guys, I actually need to get my lip filler dissolved and I keep putting it off, but the filler migration I've got is dreadful, so you might see that soon. Charlotte Little Lips, I'll be like, hello. But there, that definitely needs to happen in the near future. But yeah, this 24-hour stay is really good, and this will stay on like all day. It's brilliant. That's actually a really, really nice colour, just like standalone, but I have found this little combination that I like a lot, so I just always go for that now. My Clinique Watermelon lipstick is like on its literal last leg, so I'm at the point of like skipping it out because I haven't ordered another one yet, but I only put a little bit over the top, so it's fine. Kind of just makes it a bit pinker, and I like that. I really like this colour of those two mixed together. I'm just cleaning that off my hands. I told you I put makeup on with my hands. I'm like a 5-year-old. It's ridiculous. But yeah, just going in with that final lip gloss. Perfect. That's my makeup actually done. I need to do something about this hair. I always like to get my hair dried before it dries itself completely naturally, else it goes really like kinkly and not ideal. Guys, back to questions. Another one that you guys asked quite a lot is, did I manage to get tickets to Taylor Swift's Eras tour? And I'm very, very sad to report that we did not. I did not get the access or the wait list, so I've not given up because Paisley loves Taylor and I'd really like to take her to watch this show because it's like iconic. Imagine in like 30 years looking back and everyone's talking about this Eras tour, like we'd talk about an olden days, what am I talking about? You know, but like an old Michael Jackson tour or something like that. I feel like this is what we'll look back on, so I do feel like I need to take her. So near the time I'll look on resale or something, probably get bankrupted by that, but hopefully we'll be there. Right, onto the hair situation. I can move back a bit now that I'm not using that mirror, so you guys don't have to have such a large close-up of my big face, but I'm just going to straighten it today. That's all I need to do, tidy it up a little bit. I have quite straight hair generally, like this is the non-straightened side, this is the straightened side. It's just a little bit frizzly, so I'll run the straightness through it just to make sure that it's nice and sleek how we like it. Another question that I received I actually loved, and it was do I think that Paisley will get involved more in the vlogging as she gets older? And you guys are saying that you like seeing her in the vlogs. Guys, that kid would absolutely love to take over this channel and have it as like Paisley's channel, Paisley's toy review. She loves watching YouTube videos and she loves talking to the camera as well, but not generally about stuff that I talk to you guys about. She sometimes we sit there and she says, can you film me? And I'll put the camera on and we'll film like just playing with slime or making cakes or doing putty or clay or whatever, and she just likes it and she talks through it like all the little kid YouTubers that she watches online, and it's the cutest thing. But in the future, yeah, if she wants to like talk a bit more in the vlogs and be involved, she absolutely can be. It's obviously her choice. I'm not going to force the camera in her face or on her. When she's a teenager, she might tell me to get away from her and not want to be in it at all. We'll see. Okay, so the hair is straight and it's actually gone quite well today. I quite like the way it's sitting. I like to go over it with some Moroccan argan oil just to like straighten it down a bit, make it a bit more like sleek and get rid of the flyaways, and just to give it a tiny bit of shine. Like literally I've got the tiniest bit rubbed into my hands that I then just run through it, and yeah, that is the hair done. The last thing I need to do is jewellery, and I just go for my Hot Diamonds Emozioni like set. Got these earrings, they're rose gold, and then they've obviously got all the little diamonds around the outskirts, and the necklace I've got which matches them as well. And I might actually put on the layered necklace today as well. Let me think. I will. Yes, I will. So this is the Emozioni like diamond one that I always wear from Hot Diamonds. I love it so much. I just think it's really nice. I love how like sparkly and glam it is. I love it. And then this one, which is from there as well, it's rose gold, and it's just for layering it up. Yeah, and that one just sits like a little bit lower than the diamond, which I think is lovely. And then bracelet wise, I always wear my crystals. I've got one which says C on a bead and one which says P for Paisley, so always I will have those on. And I need to find my Apple Watch as well because I cannot walk around with this tan line. One last question, because I was actually asked about this quite a lot, is about my gym and fitness routine. And guys, as it stands, I don't really have that much of a routine. I'm really just into cardio and getting my fitness levels up, and just, yeah, I just try and go as much as I can in a week. I usually go every day where possible, unless we're like on a day out or something, then I won't. But I go every day and just do at least half an hour cardio. I'd rather do an hour or so, but sometimes I only have like my lunch break, or sometimes I have somewhere else to be, so it's a quicker session. And I love the cross trainer and just the treadmill really. I did used to like the rower, but then I noticed I started to grow a little Barry bicep, which I obviously don't want, so I moved away from the rower. And that's me, fully ready to rumble, full face makeup. Love it. I literally love makeup so much, and I'm not that good at it, and I've said earlier in this vlog, like, I'm not an expert and I'm not trying to be, but I really do like makeup and how much better it makes you feel, and just feel like it gives you my sparkle, you know. Like, I love this skin. Seriously, this is the magic cream. I'm here for it. I'm loving it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said before, be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I would love to have you on board, and take care of yourselves, everybody. See you real soon. Bye, guys.